Hello friends, in next 10 minutes we'll discuss decomposition design patterns, which is one among 5 different groups of microservices design pattern. First, let's see what is a design pattern. Here are few definitions from internet. Let's read it quickly. It's a general reusable solution to a commonly occurring problem within a context in software design. A design pattern is a general repeatable solution to a commonly occurring problem in software design. Design patterns are time-tested solutions to recurring design problems. Now, based on all these definitions, a simplified version could be design patterns are standard processes or approaches, or you can say templates or best practices, which are proved to be successful to address a particular scenario. How does design pattern helps? We do not have to reinvent the wheel. Someone has done that already for us. So, faster implementation. This avoids design issues or design gaps. Reuse is a major and important design principle, so design pattern helps. It gives consistency across the board and importantly provides a common vocabulary between developers and designers. For microservices, there are 5 different areas, meaning there are 5 groups of patterns that will help us to solve design problems. The first microservice principle that we need to look at is smaller independent functions, which deals with breaking up the big monolith applications to smaller services. First thing we will do is to migrate services from legacy to microservice architecture and to break big services into smaller independent microservices. What we need is decomposition, meaning breaking a big functional application into small functions. This decomposition or moving legacy to microservice architecture is also called as modernization of the code. I'll be referring microservice architecture as MSA in this presentation. It's just a short form. Once we decompose the functionalities, then we need to divide data for each microservice. Hence, our second group of pattern is database design pattern. Here we will focus on data and transactions handling, especially when we are planning to break up the services in small pieces. Now, when we are done with decomposition and database, then we need to know how we can integrate these services. How can all these services interact with each other? This is set of integration patterns. With all this system engineering, we also need to not compromise on faults, availability of services, configurations. So this will be covered in cross-cutting concerns group of patterns. And lastly comes monitoring and health of our services, which is equally important. Although these patterns are recommended for microservices, but I'm sure that many of these patterns we probably using already in our day-to-day implementations. Also, this list of design patterns is not final. There are a lot more. Many new patterns are introduced as we speak. As I mentioned in the beginning, for this presentation, our focus is on decomposition pattern. So there are 6 design patterns under decomposition patterns. Those are decomposed by business capability, decomposed by subdomain, decomposed by transactions, strangler pattern, bulkhead pattern, and sidecar pattern. For database integration, cross-cutting concerns, and observability pattern, we have separate videos. If you find this video useful, please subscribe for notifications. When we are moving out from legacy monolith to microservice architecture, the first thing we need to is break down or identify our service as microservices. And we need to adhere to the rules of microservices. So ask questions like, is my service smaller enough to have one function that is testable? Can it individually scale? Can I replace it? Or can I upgrade it? And all this without impacting or touching any other service or code. If you get answer to any single question as no, then there is scope to decompose. In this design pattern, each business capability will become a microservice API. So as per the example here, Order management will be ordering API. Billing will be billing API, and so on. This way, we can achieve the breakdown of legacy applications to MSA. The next pattern is decomposition by domain or subdomain. This is nothing but breaking up large legacy into MSA by domains and further by subdomains as appropriate. In this design pattern, each domain or subdomain will become microservice API. So as per the example here, customer management will be customer management API. Customer billing will be customer billing API, and so on. Again, this way we can achieve the breakdown of legacy applications to MSA. There is one more option for decomposition, and that is by transactions. This is used when services participate in transactions. So all the services can do it in two steps. First, send a notification to a coordinator service that we are ready to commit. And then based on the responses received from all the services, coordinator can decide if the transaction is good for commit or it should be rolled back. Here, please look at this pattern from decomposition point of view, meaning the services can be decomposed and broken down to remove the logic for coordination into transaction coordinator service. Depending on the structure and size of an organization, the appropriate decomposition method needs to be chosen. So, the decomposition by business capability, decomposition by domain, and decomposition by transaction addresses the what part here. The next problem we need to address is how we migrate the old application to the new microservice architecture. For this, the next pattern comes handy. Strangler pattern says go in parallel. Implement new APIs as MSA and try to convert the old services to MSA as and when possible. Microservices are added one at a time, replacing existing functionality. Keep the older services in case if the new service has issues, then we can switch back anytime. Once the new services proves, then we are good to retire the old service. It lowers the risk of migration. This pattern is also used for versioning of APIs or services. The next pattern here, it is Mama says share everything. Bulkhead pattern is exactly opposite to that. It says share nearly nothing. In ship manufacturing, this concept is used to build compartments to avoid water entering in the entire ship in case of an accident, and this saves the ship from sinking. Similarly, we need to ensure failures do not propagate to related services. So avoid synchronous calls. Sharing resources can impact their functionalities in case of failure. So isolate. Now what all to isolate? Think end to end. Firewalls, load balancers. Mostly these are common resources, but still isolate if feasible. When it comes to web servers, app servers and databases, always isolate. So failures in one will not impact the other. This is the sidecar, an additional attachment to the motorbike. So sidecar pattern is also known as sidekick pattern. In this pattern, we are talking about decomposing functionalities within a service. Remove monitoring, logging like functions and keep them in a separate service. With this, we can upgrade our main service without touching this sidecar service. This reduces duplicate code and keeps our code simple and readable. This covers decomposition pattern. For more videos on remaining design patterns, DevOps, clouds, please visit infonestor.com. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.